Hey everyone, welcome back to Automate with Amit. In my previous video, I was trying to deploy an application using AI and I was using AI code editor Cursor and trying to understand how it helps me to deploy a particular application. Basically, I tried to create the whole website with the help of AI without writing single piece of code, and it worked really well. So basically this video is going to be a continuation of the previous video where I was trying to deploy and I built some scripts, and Cursor AI helped me give step-by-step procedure how I can deploy the application for free. So we will continue from there. But if you haven't watched my previous videos where I had covered how to use Cursor AI and what different things are there in Cursor AI and how it is helping, then you can check out my previous video in the playlist. It's given in the I button and in the description also. So without any delay, let's start, and I am going to share my screen. Okay, so now let me show you quickly what this application all about. So over here, if you see, this is a to-do application and I have logged in using a test user 1, and here I can create task and total task, it's shown number 4, completed 2, in progress 0 and overdue 1, and I can create new task also. So this is a new task and create YouTube video. Okay, so I'm just creating this YouTube video and just due date I'll write 12, it's in progress, and just create task, and task has been created. Total task 2, completed 2, and in progress 1 and overdue 1. And over here also I can see all the tasks listed. I can search the task. So for you, it's task of subscribe the video. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe. This task is for you. So over here, basically I can filter also based on the pending task and apply filter if I apply and remove this search. So I am able to do this, right? Now, what we are going to do, I'll come back on my Cursor AI editor. So over here, if you see, I have this deployment.md markdown file which was created by Cursor itself. So I have different options. Basically option 1 is to start using start a script which it has created, manually set up. Basically I can start backend and front end. So this is just to execute or run my application on my local. But for deployment, basically I need to have multiple things. I need to deploy front-end deployment on Vercel, and backend basically I need to deploy on render. So we'll see how to get it done. So for backend there are certain tasks, and for front-end there are certain tasks. Okay, so now let's come back on deployment summary. So how what we need to do. So deployment summary, here I can see it has given me so many things. So basically prepare your application, it says. Okay, so prepare your application. Step 2 is push to GitHub. So we'll do this push to GitHub here. So if I come back on my GitHub and I'll create a new repository. So I'll just quickly create new, and over here I'll keep the name same. Its name is to do app for YouTube. So I'll just name to do app for YouTube. So I'll just quickly name this, and that's it. I'll create this repository and I'll copy this here, and come back, and I'll try to initialize the repository. So over here it's all done. To do app, here I'm just committing it. There are no stage changes to commit. Would you like to? Yeah, I'll do everything. So publish branch. Okay, so now you can see my code is on GitHub. So let's see what is the next step in here in the down deployment summary. So I'll just come back in here. So I have already deployed or pushed to GitHub. Now deploying to internet, basically we need to follow this beginner deployment guide. So let's come in here, beginner deployment guide. So over here, if you see, it has given me create free accounts on GitHub, Vercel and Render. So Render we are going to use for backend, and for front end basically hosting we are going to use for Vercel, and then we need to do multiple things. So let's quickly create our account on Vercel, and now let's create account on Render as well. Okay, so now I have signed up in Render. It is asking for creating a new workspace. So workspace are shared areas where teams deploy and operate their code. So okay, so let me create this automate with Amit, or I should be naming it a to-do app for YouTube. Okay, and this is personal project, and how many developers? Okay, just me. Okay, so this is tell us about what you are building. Let me give it as is. So this is a create new service. So let's come back on our cursor. So we have created the accounts, free accounts on Vercel and Render. Then we need to install, prepare your code for deployment. So create a GitHub repository. We have already created. Upload your code to GitHub. We already did this. Prepare environment files. So basically environment files are required just to have your any environment file, basically any secret or a database URL or something like that, anything which you wanted to keep secret. So we keep it in environment files. Then front end environment files. So okay, so now deploy backend to Render. So first we are going to deploy our backend to Render. So create Render account and connect to GitHub. So we already did this. So Render account is fine over here, and it is also added to my GitHub. So I had already while creating account I used GitHub, so might be it is already using GitHub. And then let's come back and sign up with your GitHub account. Click new web services. So create new web service. So I'll click on new web service. Connect your repository. So git public git. So I'll just provide GitHub. I'll give selected repository in here. So to do app for YouTube. So I have given this one repository access, and I'll say install. So it is going to use GitHub mobile. Okay, so now if you see, I have created a new web service and also authenticated this my repository in GitHub. So that's fine. Now let's come back. So sign up with GitHub account plus connect your repository. So that's fine, I think, for Render. So to do app deployment. Yeah, so I have connected. Now configured backend service. So basic settings, to do app backend, or any name you like. So basically we need to give any name. So I just wanted to give any name. Okay, so yeah, so over here we need to give any name. Then environment Python 3, language Docker. Okay, let's see what is there. Python 3, language Docker, Python 3, branch is main, region is anything, any region which is near to me, Singapore, Southeast Asia. And then build command is this, pip install. Okay, this is already having your application.wsgi. So yeah, application. start command. Render runs this command to start your app with each deploy. So over here, let me give this app.bind, and over here if I just give this, okay, so let's see if this works fine or not. So I'll use for hobby projects upgrade to enable more features, which is fine. I think environment variables, if there are any environment variables, then we need to add it, and then add Postgre database. Okay, so now let's see if there are any secret files. No, nothing else, right? So yeah, this is fine. Now deploy, create web service, find, and now, so deploy web service, I am just writing here, clicking here. So let's let it deploy for some time and then we will be good. So right now it is trying to clone the repository. Okay, so now if you see this, this is the application, or this is the backend service which is running on render. So I just copied this URL, and over here it is saying that error could not open requirement file. Okay, so for this error, error could not open requirements file. So there are two requirement files, I think, under backend. If you see, there is requirements.txt, and also there is requirements-tests, so test.txt, but we need to give the reference of this requirements.txt. So what I'm going to do is, here I need to go back and check again. Okay, so now if I go on settings, here I need to change something in setting. Okay, build command is pip install -r. I just wanted to backend / save changes. So now it will again try to build it. Okay, so now this time it was able to build was successful and it was deploying, but somehow it was trying to run this gunicorn app build bind this port. So I think it was not able to find out this application, and that's why it has failed. So over here, if you see, it says deployment in deployment summary. If I just go in beginner, so while doing this deployment for backend, gunicorn, over here we need to give the name of the application. So over here what I'll do, I'll come back in settings and I'll just come down, and gunicorn, in place of this app, I'll just give the name of this. So name of our application is to do app for YouTube, and I'll save the changes and see if this should work. If not, then we'll see what could be done. So basically I'm again getting the error. So let me ask on in here itself, in the while deploying backend to render, I am getting below error log. Help me resolve this issue. Okay, so I'm just putting everything in here, and let's see if this can help me with resolving that issue. Okay, so now it has given me some fix. So fix on render is root directory, we need to pass it as backend. So over here if I just come, so my root directory should be, so where is root directory is backend. So I need to use this in backend and so my root directory has changed to backend, and now I need to use build command as this one, which is fine. Build command should be in here, and then I just save this change, and then start command is gun app, and then start command over here is gunicorn app bind, so whatever is here. So I'll just cancel this deployment settings. So now save changes, and now let's let it build and see what happens. So perfect, this time our build got success, so it is live right now. So over here, if you see this running gunicorn app and everything is perfect, your service is live, so available at your primary URL, this one. So this is my URL upon which my backend service is running. So if I just come in here, so on this my application is running with my application's backend is running on this over here. So let's wrap up this video. Till here we have successfully deployed our backend on render, and in next video we are going to see how we can deploy our front end on Vercel and eventually make our website completely live. So right now our backend is live, but front end is not live. So we'll make another video in which we'll go with the process of creating or deploying our front end on Vercel, and that would definitely make our website live. And do let me know in the comment box if this is helpful and you are liking it and you find any value into it, and do like the video and share and subscribe to the channel. And whatever is your thoughts, just let me know. Your thoughts gives me more insights to create more valuable content, so do let me know, and that gives complete motivation also. So how are you liking this complete website building using AI code editor Cursor? So let me know in the comment, and I'll see you in the next one.